we would have been super close. And so this whole time, like feeling like I have to walk on eggshells around my sister, feeling like, there's certain things that I can't say or memories that I can't remember or mention about my nephew to her because I know it's just pain for her and it's pain for me too, but I want to remember the good parts. I want to remember him. I wish I could see him.
I'm sorry for your pain, and I'm sorry to ask you about that here today. But I know that you wanted to speak for him, is that right?
I did. I felt like I owed my nephew that. I owed him. He was a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, and he was an amazing bundle of joy. I don't think I've heard that boy cry just once in response to anything. He was happy to be here, happy to be in the family that he was born in. And he'd wake up with a little smile on his face, like, it's a new day, what are we doing, And we got tattoos to commemorate his birthday with angel wings, so all of my siblings got the same matching tattoo.
Thank you, Jerry. I'll pass it.
Cross-examination?
No questions.
Thank you, sir. You're free to resume your seat. Thank you. Call your next witness. Thank you for raising your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may be seated. Thank you. Please watch yourself. You may proceed.
Ms. Reed, can you introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury and spell your name, please?
My name is Latricia Reed, Latricia, last name R-E-E-D.
Latricia, are you related to Darius?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
She's also,
And what about Deshaunta?
she's my firstborn.
You have other children, is that correct?
Correct.
How many children total do you have?
6.
A lot of kids. I bet you had your hands full.
I do.
How many grandbabies do you have?
Total, there's 11, but one's missing.
Is that CJ?
Yes.
Being his grandma, I know grandmas and grandpas don't get to see their grandbabies all the time. Probably much to their chagrin. Was that your relationship, or did you get to see CJ very often?
I get to see my grandkids pretty much every day. A couple of them pretty much live with me. CJ was the same. DJ lived with me for a bit of time. So yes, I got to see him until he was removed from the home because of CBS kids.
You said DJ, is that what you called Deshaunta?
Yes.
So because she lived with you for a time, CJ was with you for a time.
Correct.
Tell us about CJ as a baby.
CJ was a sweet, quiet baby. He didn't do too much. He liked to be played with. My oldest grandson, I guess you can say, was kind of, he considered CJ as he considered him his best friend because he still asks about him today and he still cries for him today, and he's just 10 as of this year. But him and CJ were together a lot because he was the oldest and CJ was next. And so he was just a joyful baby. He liked to laugh, he liked to play. he got into things, and kids do get into things, and it wasn't major things. It's just something that he may wanted to grab or touch and things like that. He was a kid. He was being a kid.
What was his favorite toy to play with?
It wasn't really a toy, it was a blanket. He had a blanket that he would drag around with him wherever he went. And it was this one little spot that he just had that was all his DNA is everywhere on that blanket because that blanket stayed in his mouth. So it wasn't really a toy, it was a blanket he dragged around with him.
What that blanket?
If I recall, it was blue. I think it had a teddy bear on it, if I'm not mistaken. But it was the blanket that he carried.
You mentioned that your other grandson turned 10. I wanted to ask us about CJ. How old would CJ be today?
He would be 8, going 8.
He would turn 8 in November, is that right?
Correct.
Latricia, in the days that followed July 10th and 11th of 2019, what was that like for your family?
To me, I really lost 2 people that day. I lost CJ and I lost DJ. Because she lost herself. As Darius said, we didn't even expect DJ to have a kid. I didn't even know she liked boys like that, honestly. And for her to have a baby, that was joyous to all of us because we didn't expect her. She always said she didn't want kids, she didn't want to have kids. And then once she had CJ, all of that changed. She became a good person. Yes, she had trouble. We all have trouble, but she did what she could. And she did what she needed to do to better herself or try to better herself to be there for her baby because, like I said, she didn't want kids at first, but once she had it, she was a totally different person. And once she lost him, we lost her. She was not the joyous DJ that we knew. She stopped doing things. She didn't want to hang around family. She didn't want to do anything. So I lost 2 people that day.
Deshandra's had a hard road. Is that right?
She has.
Would you say she's back?
Not for me. I think the change of scenery. Deshandra just moved to Colorado not too long ago. And I honestly think if I'd have told her no, she wouldn't have. But I think that change of scenery, of state, of being somewhere where it's unfamiliar, is helping her to find herself again. So no, I didn't want my child to leave. I didn't want either of my kids to leave because we've all been here all our lives. But I think that's what she needed to help herself grow.
Because she was not there.
She was not.
What else is?
Cross-examination.
And just a couple of questions, okay?
Sure.
The CPS, you mentioned that your daughter, when she found out she was pregnant, she started working on herself and doing better.
Correct.
And that's a tough road. So CPS had to step in, is that right?
After some time, it wasn't right at the beginning when she had. After some time, complications came, and I don't know what the issue came for CPS to get involved initially, but yes, CPS came.
And it was, they decided that they needed to remove him because of drugs from both her and his past.
Again, I don't know what their initial reasons for it, but yes, he was removed from the life.
Do you know why they didn't give CJ with somebody on your side of the family?
Because they asked my daughter who she wanted, and my daughter knew the history of our family, I guess, and so she gave the people. CPS doesn't give to people who've had CPS cases, and I did have a CPS case.
Any redirect?
No, minister and stuff.
Thank you, ma'am. Please watch your step getting down from the witness stand and you can resume your seat. Call your next witness.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, the state witness.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we will go ahead and break for lunch. Please remember your instructions not to discuss any of the testimony you've heard with each other. We will see you back in the jury room. That clock is fast. It is directly high noon. We'll see you back in the jury room at 1 p.m. Thank you.
All right.
If the attorneys could stay. You may be seated. Do you want to put anything on the record now? You want to wait till right before we resume?
Yes, Judge. Actually, we made him wait till after the
Okay. All right. Then we will see you back here at 1 o'clock.
Thank you.
We are at recess. Thank you.
Right.
Come on up. You brought your law book. Uh-oh.
It was something else, yeah.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, thank you. I know y'all, you know not to discuss anything. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
We have a case, Hamdan is the name.
Yes.
There was an agreement that the restitution that was found was $110,000, but if he had paid $75,000, that we would modify the conditions of bond to make that restitution. He has now paid $75,000 restitution. So we are here to
Just modify
just to
it.
modify that
And
condition.
just from 1 to 75.
Okay, so
He came up with 75,000.
so you want me to remove a condition of bond?
No, not
or?
remove it to just the amount that's owed to 70, just to make it 75,000 versus 110,000. The claims are.
Okay, so I'm sorry, he's currently on probation.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you said bond issue.
I'm sorry, I did. Didn't I?
Yeah.
I did.
That's why I'm so confused. I'm like, how does that have anything to do?
I just came from a bond condition hearing.
I totally understand. I totally understand.
So, yep, my